Hey guys, in this video I'm playing Elemental Shaman, Demo, Warlock, Resto Druid. It's a pretty awesome comp. I was having a lot of fun with my buddy Wrath here, who actually ended up, our climb started at like pretty much no rating for him, and we pretty much went up to 2200 MMR, 2k CR, and he ended up going to 2400 after we played some games. He was playing a lot more than me, so. But anyway, so this combo is around the Fel Lord, playing around that. It's a pretty good counter to these melee cleaves, which you're going to see. We're against a Fury Warrior Frost DK. Our target is the Frost DK. We found that in general, DKs are really good kill targets for us. After a few of their cooldowns, we can really chop through them. So here we see I'm kind of trying to stay back. The Warlock's going in. What I found is Wrath's playstyle. He liked being kind of out in the open where he can drop the Fel Lord in a really good spot and force the healer to come out. And so as you see, they're focusing me. I'm throwing my hots out. I'm trying to get a lot of pressure. But the Fel Lord comes out. I drop an Earthquake to get them stunned, on top of stun within the Fel Lord. And you see some combos coming out here. I start getting some instant procs, getting my icefury, and they just drop instantly. The Warrior drops soon after. I mean, the burst combo inside of a Fel Lord is crazy, so we put out a ton of pressure. In the second match, we're at Windwalker, DH, Mistweaver. Same comp for us. So here I'm going Counter-Strike. I think it's going to be good against the Windwalker and the DH's direct damage. Hoping it will. We're kind of nervous because this combo is pretty strong, especially with the DH just being silly with the mobility. So here we're trying to just play out in the open, force the healer to come out where it can, even though it's a Mistweaver. It's just going to line of sight for days. But here again, we want to get them in a good combo with the Fel Lord, Earthquake, and apply a lot of AoE pressure. So the match starts again. You always want to put your Flame Shocks out there for as many Lava Burst procs as you can. So I start to I spread it over to the Windwalker, spread it to the, kind of everything has it now except for the healer. And I drop my Counter-Strike far away, and I do this on purpose because I've dropped it far enough away that they're going to have to run over and counter it if they want to. Here you can see Fel Lord is down. They're all in it. Huge damage going out right now, especially from the Fel Lord. The stun totem gets all of them in a stun. They're in some pretty big trouble, and they're still standing in this, which makes me feel like they're not that good because they're pretty far out there. So here we take down the DH pretty easily after that huge combo. They get way behind in healing, and our Druid is able to CC as he does. Even within the Fel Lord going out, and then the clone, he's just down. It's just a huge amount of pressure. So here again, we're saying we're going on the Frost Death Knight again. We think they're going to be able to, we're going to be able to just push through that damage, especially with our stuns, our knockdowns, and our control with this comp. With the Resto Druid, I mean, we get direct clones. So here, the Resto Shaman will be good to counter him, put even more pressure out. So here, they're already line of sighting their healer. I put him on my focus so I can interrupt him as needed. As you can see, he's cloned. We're putting out a ton of pressure. The Fel Lord drops. DK is at 50% health. Earthquake is down. You can see when it gets the stuns, it's pretty awesome. You can see Earthlink here. I'm not surprised. I knocked them out, which doesn't really do a whole lot, but we are able to kind of keep the pressure going. Since they're still standing the Fel Lord with the Earthquake, Chain Lightning, when I use Stormkeeper especially, they're all stacked on top of each other. I'm able to spam 3 Chain Lightnings, which gets a ton of pressure out. Here, the healer's dipping. The Windwalker's also low. Frost Death Knight's back up, but we're not really too worried. We can still push him down now that his defensive cooldowns are already used. I got a Hex out on the Resto Shaman, so he's kind of in a defensive position here. As you can see, like, they're not very aggressive right now. The Windwalker's off in La La Land. The DK is just out fighting for himself, and they just get worn down. Their synergy was broken after that first burst combo. So here we're against Affliction Warlock, which we never really saw, Resto Shaman, and Feral Druid. So here it's kind of like a dot rot comp. So here we're saying, all right, let's focus the Feral down. Which, I mean, if we can push him into bear, that's good. But to be honest, we didn't think that we were going to get a ton of pressure out on the Warlock being able to line of sight us and all of that. So as you can see, that Resto Druid is so strong for this comp because of the direct CC. The Shaman is out in Cyclones back to back. I can chain that easily with my stun totem, which you can see I just put down. but he's immune because of the DR. But otherwise, it's a pretty good kind of combo back to back to back. So here again, I'm keeping my flame shocks up. I'm trying to use my procs as efficiently as possible. I'm getting a ton of procs because I'm spec'd the way I am. I'm spec'd for increased procs and increased level burst damage. That's my main driver of damage. Here I'm able to swap targets really quickly because, as you can see, I have my alt 1, 2, 3, or my targeting arena 1, 2, 3 targets. So here we're putting a lot of pressure out on the on kind of all the different people. Everyone's health is pretty high, but as you can see, this feral starts to dip. And with my stun, my Earth Shock stun, what I've started doing now is using it kind of as an interrupt on the healer at times, just because it's just another way to stop one more heal from getting to the target and letting that pressure build up. So here you can see I'm casting Ice Fury. I have my Earth Shock, and with procs from Lava Burst, that's a great way to continually build up my Maelstrom, especially instantly, especially after I use a Earth Shock stun. There's the Earth Shock stun right there. He's out of it now, and we just putting so much pressure onto that Feral. As you can see, he's still in cat form. He's not going bear, which is a little surprising to me, but he's just, I mean, he bared at the last 1% and then he dips down. As you can see, we had the Resto Shaman cloned, and that's GG. So thanks guys for watching. I'll be putting more videos up with this comp soon.